Hey guys, Josh here from Mixing Mango, and today I'm training some divination, getting close to that 80. I'm 85k off 79, and then a total of 273k off 80, and that will complete all my 80s, which would be a really nice goal. I set that goal a while ago and almost completed it, so I'm going to be doing a lot of divination, just try and get that, hopefully by the end of the week really, because I'm about 6 hours away, just under 6 hours, so hopefully on the weekend I can finish that off and finally tick off all 80s. But what I wanted to talk about is the new Barrows Brothers update. So that is coming out sometime this month. I think this is a no update week, so I'm not quite sure when the Barrows Brothers is coming out, but I would probably guess towards the end of the month, because they normally do the main update at the end of the month. But it could be next week, we'll have to see, I'm not really sure, but I have a feeling it will be the new sort of mini-game matchmaking system will be next week. But the Barrows Brothers, so I was reading on the forums a bit and just seeing like if there's any more information, and I guess this stuff isn't really new information, but it's sort of just like all of the stuff we have at the moment about the Barrows Brothers. And if you went to Runefest, then you might have played the new Barrows Brothers, and from what I've heard it was really good. It's really difficult. No one's actually fully completed it because you need a team of 4 to do it, and I think apparently you get split up into groups of 2, but you have to like kill 6 of the Barrows Brothers in your team, and then there's a final boss fight at the end which no one got to, but it's most likely going to be fighting Accuracy, but no one really knows at the moment. No one got that far, but to think that no one's actually got that far yet at Runefest is quite reassuring. It probably will be a fairly hard fight. Obviously once people find out like the tactics and everything, then it will be a bit easier, but it is looking really good at the moment. So I thought I'd just go over some of the basic stuff that they said about the update so far. So like I said, you need 4 people and you're split into 2 pairs, and apparently it's sort of like Water Birth Island, where to decide like who goes with who, it's pretty much you like 2 people stand on sort of pressure plates and go for a door, and that's sort of your pair. So I'm not really sure. I guess you're fighting the Barrows Brothers separately then, and it's you can only have 4, no less or no more. So that's kind of interesting. The Barrows Brothers special attacks hit a lot apparently, and if one pair the team dies, then the brothers get enraged and the remaining 2 players will suffer. They'll get hit a lot more, so that's always useful to know. I mean, you've kind of got to have a good team, because I doubt you'd be able to complete it if like half of the team died, so I guess you are relying on teammates quite a lot, which is a very nice mechanic. Also, when you defeat all the brothers, like I said, there is a final boss fight at the end. No one got to it so far, but it most likely is Accuracy, because you fight the other 6 bosses in this like main fight, and then there is this final boss fight, which is probably going to be really hard, considering if you fight 6 at first and then the final boss fight is just 1 boss, then it must be an extremely hard fight. So it'll be interesting to see what they actually do with that. Also, this one is kind of like the Ascension Keystones. You need a totem to access this new like the Barrows, I guess, hard mode kind of. I don't really know what. Oh no, yeah, Barrows Rise of the Six is what they're calling it. So to access that, you need this totem from the original Barrows Brothers minigame. The only thing about this is it's most likely they'll release the totem on release day, and it is tradable through just players or the G, so you can just buy loads if you really want to. But what I think they should do is a week before the update they should introduce the totems into the game, just create a bit of hype around the update, and also just it means that like on the update day you can already have like a load of totems stockpiled. It's not like on the day you got to go get totems and then do the battle, which is kind of annoying. So it would be nice if a week before we are able to collect these totems, and then on release day we can just fully focus on doing the new like hard mode Barrows. So that would be really good. Also, apparently the graphics are amazing, so obviously I haven't seen them, and if you went to Runefest and you might have seen them, but I guess all the animations and the graphics just look really good, which is definitely nice to see. And also, they drop these new, along with the level 90 melee gear and shields, they drop these bobbleheads, which I think they're just like familiar kind of things. They're pets, and they're just like miniature bobblehead versions of the Six Barrows brothers. So that's quite cool, I guess. I'm guessing it's be like a rare reward from it. It's kind of how like Virago drops the Vitalis. I'm guessing it'd be something like that. So I mean, that's just a nice sort of bonus thing you can get from Barrows. So that'll be quite cool. So some things actually about the fight. The arena is a rectangle room, and it's got a massive rift down the middle of it. And I'm guessing that you are split by the rift, the two teams. So that's sort of why it's there, and you can't cross or attack over the rift. Verax hits harder than all the other brothers, which is kind of surprising. I would have thought like Darox would hit harder, especially if they sort of keep their kind of Barrow set effects. Maybe they're not, but Verax is hitting harder at the moment. Arams uses blood spells. Guthix and Darox use a form of the Hurricane ability while they move, so that's a fairly powerful area of attack ability. So that's going to be pretty painful if you get in the way of that. Arams has a special where he sends two fire beams to circle around the room and kill everyone, unless the players use Barricade, Immortality, or Reflect. I'm assuming that you could use Resonance as well, I'm not really sure. But apparently this can be dodged. It's sort of like the QBD firewalls, so you can dodge it if you got the right timing. Barracks can also heal itself, so it hits the hardest and heals itself, so you're going to have to do a lot of DPS, I'm guessing, to be able to get Barracks down. Arams and Carols teleport themselves into the air and onto towers, so this means they can't be attacked by melee, so this is really nice. It's kind of promoting taking multiple gear setups, which is something that bossing has been needed for a while. So if you do want a melee, then you'll have to take 2 styles. If you want a range or mage, at the moment it seems like you can just do that fine, but hopefully maybe at some point the bosses pray both mage and range or something like that, just so you have to bring at least 2 styles, because that kind of just makes the fight more interesting if you do have to switch in between and do different attacks. There's also some attacks that warp you into the Shadow Realm, and if you can't escape this, then you die. And I'm not really sure kind of what this Shadow Realm is, but I'm guessing it's some kind of special attack that you've got to try and dodge. And like I said, if you defeat all 6 brothers, you get the final boss fight, and the final boss fight is where you get the rewards. I don't think you get the rewards from killing the 6 brothers, so you got to complete the whole fight really to actually get anything. And Verax and Torix have an ability that lock you in place and can only be provoked out of this. So that's, I guess, sort of a new kind of stun, which stunning is kind of annoying, but if it's not just spammed, then I guess that can be sort of bring a bit more tactic into the boss fight. But that is basically all we know at the moment. I'll leave a link to this thread that I'm reading this off if you want to just check it out, see if anyone else adds some stuff. But the Barrows update is looking really good. I'm definitely going to try it on release and possibly live stream it as well. If Michael's on, then he'll be doing it as well, and try and get some maybe subs or clan guys, give it a go and just see what it's like. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.